Arcadian Vanguard presents the Wrestling News in your daily wrestling newscast for Friday, September 1st, 2023. Good morning, I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin today with last night's episode of Ring of Honor streamed on Honor Club and featuring matches taped on August 16th in Nashville, Tennessee and August 19th in Lexington, Kentucky. In the main event, the Mogul Embassy retained the ROH World Six-Man Tag Team title, defeating the trio of Action Andretti, Darius Martin, and Lee Johnson. NJPW World TV Champion Zack Sabre Jr. also defended his title for the 12th time, turning back the challenge of Metalik. In other selected results, Josh Woods beat John Walters, who made his first ROH appearance in 2 years. Marina Shafir defeated Angela Risk, and the Spanish Announce Project topped the Outrunners. More on the CM Punk Jack Perry situation in AEW. It's been reported by Fightful that the real-life brawl between Punk and Perry that occurred in the gorilla position at All In was recorded on video thanks to the backstage security cameras at Wembley Stadium. It is presumed that the video evidence was used in part to confirm the details of the incident, leading to the subsequent suspension of both individuals. It's also been previously reported that the incident took place within the view of Tony Khan himself. Punk was reportedly scheduled to be involved in a top-level match with Ricky Starks on this weekend's AEW All Out pay-per-view, but with Punk off TV, that match has been scrapped. All Out 2023 marks the first anniversary of the much-discussed locker room brawl involving Punk, Kenny Omega, and the Young Bucks. In WWE news, stock for the company and its soon-to-be parent company Endeavor dropped over the course of Tuesday and Wednesday in the wake of Saudi Arabia's acquisition of minority ownership in the UFC competitor, the Professional Fighters League. SRJ Sports Investments, a subsidiary of the Saudi Public Investment Fund, has reportedly invested $100 million into the PFL, which would cover a major expansion for the league, as well as pay-per-view events in Saudi Arabia, and an entire Middle East-based PFL division expected to be up and running by the middle of next year. WWE stock had dropped as far as $93.93 per share yesterday after opening on Wednesday morning at $115.47 per share. The price as of late yesterday afternoon was $95.61. Stock for Endeavor is also down from $24.27 to $21.84. In ratings news, AEW Dynamite drew a total audience of 871,000 at TBS last Wednesday night, according to WrestleNomics. That total holds steady with the 870,000 viewers who tuned into Dynamite last week in the lead-up to All In. In the key 18 to 49-year-old demographic, the rating was .30, which is down from last week's .32 key demo rating, and which represents 389,000 viewers. In Impact Wrestling news, Alicia Edwards won a 10-woman battle royal on last night's edition of Impact on Access TV, becoming the #1 contender to the Knockouts World Championship.
And now Threat. Oh, wait a minute. King gets Threat over the top. Threat went over the top rope. Threat stepped back through. No, King nearly over the top.
Almost said, wait a minute.
Alicia was never eliminated. Alicia is going to Victory Road.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Alicia Edwards.
Tom, I had completely forgot that Alicia wasn't eliminated.
In a six-man tag, the team of Frankie Kazarian, Jake Something, and IWGP World Champion Sonata went over the team of Eddie Edwards, Brian Myers, and Moose. In other results, Speedball Mike Bailey defeated Crazy Steve by disqualification, Eric Young beat Khan, and Chris Sabin beat Zachary Wentz. The show featured matches taped last Monday night at the Rebel Entertainment Complex in Toronto. And before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast. And remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the wrestling news. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.